Skål gutta!
Skål! Skål!
Hello and welcome to Tipsy Wednesday. I am your host, Kurt, and with me, as usual, my co-host, Bjørn
Greetings.
and Thomas.
Hello.
Yes.
Same old, same old.
Yeah, I guess so. At this point.
It's best like that.
Nah, I could win the lottery. It wouldn't have hurt me.
It's super best that way.
Something new, at least.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
There's a Euro jackpot tomorrow and I'm taking it home.
You're sure of this?
I'm sure of this.
Only about, what's the chances of winning? 1 to 140 million?
Something like that, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm the one.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. I'm sure of it. I'm confident in my numbers.
It's like...
Which I will choose at random after this episode.
Do you feel... when you use the randomize button...
No, I choose the random numbers myself. I just don't click random. I just go in and click random numbers myself.
Ah, okay.
Because that way when I win, I know I chose the numbers. They're not generated for me.
Yeah, that is what I was thinking, right?
Mm.
I'm just like... It will never choose anything that will make me the winner, right?
Yeah, right.
Therefore, you choose the random numbers, making
Yeah.
your chances higher.
I guess.
It's just a mindset. It's nothing else.
Yeah, I know. It doesn't matter if you just select the same numbers every time or if you select random numbers every time. It shouldn't matter. But you do you. I just select my random numbers.
Hmm. No, I like because then I make an effort.
Mm.
Because you're playing the lottery, right? And if I just click random and buy, I didn't play. If I
Won
choose the
the
numbers,
Your
I'm
definition
playing.
of participating
Yeah.
is
It's more than just winning. You
okay.
have to put some effort into it, right?
What?
If I click the numbers myself, I put effort into it.
Okay.
It's more than winning. It's all about the winning.
It's about the winnings, but to get there.
What?
The wrong color scheme on your cup there, Bjørn.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I haven't received my proper Tipsy Wednesday cup, so I'm just rolling with my Norwegian
Norwegian
podcast cup. Yep.
Same logo, different name.
Yes, but different podcasts still.
Yeah, kinda. They're also the same.
And Junior's rolling Straw Wars.
Store Wars.
I'm just
Straw
having
Wars.
a glass.
Straw Wars.
Yeah, it was inverted in the on my picture. kinda
Yeah,
look
but
like
it will be the
Straw
right
Wars.
way on the episode. Although we see it reverted.
Weird how that works. Well.
Yeah. When you look at us on the monitor, it's like looking into the mirror, right?
Yeah.
But no, I haven't washed my cup yet, so that is why I'm
Watched
not
or
using-
washed?
Wash.
Mm-hmm.
Washy wash.
Washy wash.
I don't think I rinsed my cup before using it. I think I just took it out of the box and just used it.
Just used it straight away.
Yeah, I don't recall rinsing it. I might have done, but
You didn't know
my
when we
first-
did order the cups, someone placed it in the box. You don't know if they washed their hands before putting it in
No,
there.
I don't.
Or
But,
had some
I-
drugs in the cup, just like, ha for the one guy.
Do you know that drugs are expensive? Do you think someone would just randomly put expensive things in things they would deliberately send away? It's like the mentality of someone. Do you guys recall last Halloween? Not the movie, but the Halloween. The Halloween event where kids go around from door to
Halloween
door.
2022, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some people were paranoid that people may give drugs to the kids. I was like, oh, this is a huge problem. This needs to stop. But
oh, some skits so on TikTok
the
makes so
fuck
much more
would
sense
put-
now that you say that.
who the fuck would put expensive ass drugs and just give it to kids? It's like, no, drugs are fucking expensive, and you wouldn't just deal that. If you were a drug addict, you would never give away your drugs randomly to some kids at Halloween.
No, but
Just
maybe it
true.
was one of the guys who
Um,
sold the drugs who just want to get kids hooked, so they come back to his
No, I
place
don't
and
think.
buy.
No, I don't think so. It's
Yeah, but
too-
you're so. Didn't you read the story about the guy who cooked edibles for his local school?
No.
He brought the wrong cake, and the teacher, the students were high as fuck.
Well, he brought the wrong cake, meaning he didn't do it on purpose.
No, but you could put out the wrong cookies
The wrong
Halloween.
candies for Halloween.
for the wrong brownie. I just
Nah.
made some brownies. Or just imagining you're being in the household, right? It's
In the
Halloween.
household.
Yeah, it's Halloween, and you didn't buy candies, but your woman made some cake. It was like, oh, give it to the children, and it was edibles.
Mm.
Could
Um,
happen.
I don't know. Sounds far fetched, but sure, plausible.
Or if you bought some bad drugs and were like, oh hell no, I don't want this, and then you
I gotta get rid of it.
yeah, give it to the kids.
Let's not flush it down the toilet. Let's give it to kids for evidence.
For
to
Halloween.
Get rid of the evidence.
Yeah,
It's
but
like,
at the
For-
end of the night, when the kid come home with a bucket full of candy, they won't know where it came from.
Imagining if the child eats the drugs and gets trippy, right? On Halloween, it was either his best or worst Halloween.
Maybe. It
Yeah,
just
but
sounds too far fetched for me. It's
When where everyone is like dressed up and he's like paranoia, getting the shivers. Everyone is trying to kill him. Jason.
he's
and,
getting a bad trip, seeing old scary scary people walking around.
yeah, with knives and.
Okay, but it still sounds too far fetched for me to see as a real problem. Still, it's well, that's not what I was going to. How did we delve into this? Really, it was
I
like
don't know.
You said Halloween.
I said Halloween.
Yeah,
and I
you
just-
started. You asked if we remembered last Halloween.
Yeah, but how
some reason.
did I get into that? How did I? What spurred the idea? It's something you mentioned.
I don't know how your brain works.
Yeah, no, maybe. I'm just trying to move on here from digging our own graves here.
How was your weekend?
Yes.
It
My
was.
weekend. It just was. What?
It just was. It was a
okay.
weekend.
It was a weekend, not particularly noteworthy. You mean? It was just.
I watched the Dungeons and Dragons movie.
Was it any
Oh,
good?
okay.
It was okay. A lot better
I
than the last one, because that sucked balls. But it's quite okay.
Would you
Alright.
recommend it?
Sure.
It's an okay.
Sure.
I didn't sound very convincing there. No. If you like your fantasy movies, go watch it. Or watch it when it comes out.
All right, fair enough. Fair enough.
It was a decent watch. It wasn't like a top tier movie, but it wasn't like some bottom shit either. So
Well, and I guess it's a good watch. Funny.
Junior.
yeah, quite funny. So
I remember the original one because I owned it on VHS.
I think I have it on DVD. I think I shall rewatch it someday soon.
Yeah, I don't think it's good though.
No, I don't think so
Better.
either. I know so. But I think I'll just watch it just because next weekend.
Yeah, I remember loving it as a child because it was silly, but not good.
You don't think the nostalgia would carry through
No.
today?
No.
Okay.
No.
Absolutely
Okay.
not. I think the movie will suck, but I hope I will enjoy it because it sucks so much.
Ah, it's one of those. Okay.
I hope. I haven't seen it since I was a kid myself. It came out in '98 or something, I think.
Well, the worst is if a movie is so bad it isn't bad funny, right? It's just mediocre. That's the worst thing a movie can be, right?
Yeah, but
Okay.
as I don't have the kids this weekend and nothing, I can just turn it off if I don't like it.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
If it's just bad, I can just turn it off.
I've heard that Twilight is so bad it's good.
Twilight, perhaps. I will not watch it though.
No, because you're a man and you just want a manly man. Imagine Twilight with a gun. That would actually be pretty funny.
I know I watched the first movie in some setting, but I don't know the story. It's basically a love story, but I don't know the plot. It's vampires and
werewolves.
werewolves.
Glittery
but it's
people.
not like underworld movies. It's romance, werewolves, and vampires.
If they had if they had the Twilight meets Underworld also having Blade in it, I would watch it.
Probably, but my point is like, I know I watched the movie. I know it was a romance movie, but I can't remember the actual plot. It didn't stick with me. It's just like,
Well, it's a human girl who falls in love with a vampire boy, and they
yes,
get a child, and yeah.
wait, they get a child. They get
they get children, a child.
Where does the werewolf come into all of this? 'Cause
Yeah, like
there are
what is
several
it?
movies, 2 or 3.
Yeah. No, 4 or
4,
3, I think.
3. Okay.
no, it's more than 3.
No, there's 3.
Okay.
I bet.
What?
Well, I think it's 4 because it's the first one, Twilight Saga, Eclipse. It's 5.
What the fuck?
Okay.
It's 5 movies.
5 fucking movies. I knew of 3 of them.
I don't want to be stereotypical and hate on the movies because I'm a man. Twilight sucks, but it's like I can't remember the plot. But you mentioned now, it must have been in the first movie where she's the human,
Girl.
like us, a human falls in love with who would have known a vampire, and there's
The
this
vampire.
dilemma: human and vampire falling in love, romance.
Yeah, and
okay.
and she kind of falls in love with the vampire boy, or the vampire boy falls in love with her, or something like that. And do you know what an imprint is?
What an imprint!
Yeah, like a werewolf. You get a imprint with a person. It makes
No, isn't
Then
that
it's that-
something you can do with babies when they like seek some father or mother figure in their babyhood?
No. no,
Isn't that
no,
imprinting?
no.
It's is it the werewolf? It's played by the llama, right?
I don't
the
remember.
llama
Yeah,
guy.
but yeah,
llama
but
guy?
Yeah, that guy.
Oh,
Okay, but-
well-
The llama.
okay, on screen right now,
Yeah.
the llama guy. I was like,
Yeah,
okay, what the
he
fuck are
looks
you on
like a
about?
llama.
In these 2 particular pictures, yeah,
Yeah, they
he has
used to
the
go
same
as-
squint.
They used to go a skit around, meme around. Maybe people have seen it. It's basically these two pictures, and there's a razor blade in the middle. It's like Gillette, the best a man can get before and after picture
Ah.
of the Gillette razor blade.
Okay,
Well,
but
I can see the similarities in the squint, but
okay, but
okay,
hold
sure.
your horses, guys,
Well, okay.
because now I'm going to butcher the plot of Twilight.
Oh,
There
you're gonna
isn't a plot in
spoiler
Twilight.
alert for Twilight movies.
She falls in love with Vampire Boy. Vampire Boy falls in love with her. Ooh, family, blah blah blah.
Family?
Right?
No, that's wrong.
No, that's
Family, that's Fast
Fast
and Furious.
series. Yes.
Yeah,
Family.
but they got a family. Like she got to be accepted and such and such. And while she's giving birth, well, there's a werewolf boy involved in this, right? So it's like threesome drama, right? Not
It's
threesome
a
drama,
threesome?
but yeah, but what is it called?
Who's the
A
father?
triangle.
Love
Yeah.
triangle. A
Love
love
triangle.
triangle and a threesome are two completely different things. I thought the movie
Ah.
series just got epic, but oh well.
No.
Maybe in that other
but-
edition of the movie.
But
Uh,
anyhow, it doesn't work out with the human girl and the werewolf boy because of vampire boy or something.
And the fifth movie ends with the werewolf and the vampire guy dating each other, all glittery
Oh.
and sparkly. No.
No.
Yes, because the vampires in the Twilight movies had glitter. Or they were
yeah.
shiny or something.
They were shiny. But
Did they have weakness to sun?
No, that's when
Or
they're
did they
shiny.
just sparkle in the sun?
do their sparkle?
Okay. Okay.
But,
Continue.
Okay. The werewolf boy doesn't get the human girl, but because she's almost dying while giving birth, right? She has to become a vampire, so she has to give up her human self. She becomes the most epic vampire of all times. True story. Which is sus, but okay.
Is it sus?
Yeah, but anyhow, and
Okay.
there's a huge drama because it's the first human vampire in century or something. The girl, right? So the magic hate comes and
Okay.
it's not good. It's a final fight, but anyway. The werewolf guy, right? He does an imprint on her baby.
Okay, so
which
he
means-
steps in as the father figure.
No. As the
Huh?
future husband. Of her
Okay.
baby. Yes.
As the future husband of her baby, when he
Yes.
tried to date the mother, he didn't
Yes.
succeed in dating the mother. So he goes for her child?
Yes.
What if the child was a boy?
Don't ask.
Is this okay? But
This is canon.
I know this werewolf guy. Werewolves, I would assume they are predators, but is he a predator in several ways? In that he hunts he wants to date the baby.
Yeah,
What?
yeah, so-
live long, so you have time to wait for the baby to grow up.
Doesn't that make it extra bad if he's like
Yeah.
1,000 years old wanting to date a 20-year-old? Doesn't that make him super
Isn't that just an
predatory?
anime plot?
No, it's grooming.
That's grooming.
This is grooming. This is grooming. This is not anime plots. Yeah, it's really bad. But it's so good, it's bad.
Okay.
Twilight, people. Twilight.
Wait, he's not in. I don't think Wesley Snipes is in Twilight. That's the other vampire movie. Do I dare say the OG vampire movie?
They're awesome.
One of them, at least.
Yeah, I don't. What's well, Dracula is the OG. So,
Of course, but
did you know that Dracula was a real person? Right?
No. Okay.
Yeah, he was a count.
He was
Okay.
Count Vlad. Vlad
Count.
the Impaler.
Yeah.
Impaler.
Okay.
Yeah, he
Huh.
actually became so good at putting people on spikes, like because the main point of putting someone on spike, right, is a painful death
Mm-hmm.
through the anus.
Yeah, the lovely stuff.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. You put a person on a spike through the anus and hope it comes out somewhere in the chest, right?
Okay. Yeah.
He became so successful at this that he could keep someone alive and not hit any vital organs with the spike.
Damn. He had a lot of practice.
He had a lot of
Uh,
practice.
That's unsettling.
Yeah, fun
okay.
fact.
No, it's not fun. It's
Why
a
wouldn't
fact.
you make it come out of the mouth then?
No, because then
It
you're
wouldn't be
choking
as-
then.
Yeah, but at
Ah.
some point you need to die while on this stick, right?
Yeah, you die from the bleeding from your anus. That was the main point.
Jesus.
He was the master.
He invented hemorrhoids, basically.
Um.
But the bleeding won't stop.
The bleeding won't stop.
Count Dracula, guys. Wow.
Yeah. Yeah, he was not a nice guy. Yeah, but he actually died. Not fighting, but seeking refuge.
From all the atrocities he committed, maybe from people rebelling against him.
No.
Someone wanting revenge.
The Turkish, the Ottoman Empire wanted him back in service because he was.
He
It's
was called
complicated.
into duty. He was called into line of duty, but he didn't want or something.
Not line of duty. He was paying taxes to the Ottoman Empire as a vassal state.
Okay.
He didn't. He didn't want to be a vassal anymore, so he rebelled.
You know a lot
And,
of this. You know a lot of stuff about this guy, don't you? What?
Yeah,
That's
I
the
do.
reason we used to call Junior the villain.
Yeah, but it was because the Ottoman Empire, Turkish, is Muslim, right?
Mm.
He was a Christian. So he actually gathered a lot of popularity with the Pope and such. So he really expected Romania to help him in the war, but they was like, nah.
Hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, and
more
then
you
he
know.
And then he said, because he had a grueling fight with Turkish on his own territory. Grueling, like, he was never going to win, but it was bloody and hard fought. So he's seeked refugees with Romania, and they put his head on a spike.
Okay, well, some karma, I guess, for being the spike master or something.
Impaler.
Impaler. Vlad Dracula, the Impaler. Okay.
Oh, that would be just as scary in a movie as a vampire, though, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, you could make that
Several ways.
horrifying as fuck in a horror movie-ish. Yeah.
Are you guys speaking of vampire? Are you guys going to see the new vampire movie with Nicolas Cage?
Ah.
I would probably
I've
see
heard
it,
it's
but not in
funny.
the cinemas.
Yeah, because
Nah,
Nicolas
I
Cage is
probably
really.
won't,
He's in everything.
but,
Yeah.
But yeah, it said it was bloody good.
bloody
Is it?
good.
Quite literally. I know it said so. Or bloody funny. But it didn't
Yeah,
translate as well into English, so bloody good.
So, Bjørn, how's your weekend been?
My weekend has been pretty lovely, actually. Been hanging out with my, well, now I can say my girlfriend, and she has been wanting to start, or she has been wanting to get back into animes for quite some time, and then she started hanging with me, and
And then she didn't want to watch
Nah.
anime.
She was like, "Hey, Bjørn, what anime should I start watching again?" I was like, "Oh, geez, I've been asking the same question to myself. What would be a great anime to either start with or restart with if you're getting back into the
Demon
anime
Slayer,
game?"
because the new season is up.
There's a lot of good candidates, and I mentioned a few, and one of them caught her interest in particular. And I don't know, do we have a drum roll effect? I guess not, but
Not
Demon
now.
Slayer?
and it was not Demon Slayer. It was mentioned. Jujutsu Kaisen was mentioned. A few others I can't think of them right now, but we eventually landed on Attack on Titan. Yeah, because she had heard, I don't know if that's the best one to start with. It's fairly intense and a lot of shit is going on very rapidly, especially in the later seasons. But we've watched halfway through the first season. Not on this weekend, but over a period of time. Yeah, we've had great fun. But do you guys think that was the right option to land on? Attack on Titan as the first to restart on, or as a first
'cause
anime?
She
in
already
general?
liked anime, right?
Yes.
So you're familiar with the concept. So it's very good anime
Yes,
to watch. I don't know if it's
yes,
the best starter. If you never watched anime before, I would probably have gone a little easier. But
If you want, then go for it, I guess. But yeah.
Yeah, but this one caught her attention in particular because she had asked other friends the same question earlier, before meeting me. What was some good animes to watch? And she recalled hearing Attack on Titan as one of those suggestions. So therefore, we just landed on that, and I didn't mind because it's fucking good, in my opinion.
yeah.
But do you think it is too, I don't want to say too brutal, but too much of a jump from normal media today to jump into? Do you think there are
Nah.
better transitional animes, or even not even
Yeah.
animes? I'm thinking of cartoons. Not cartoons. Castlevania. Does that even
Castlevania,
classify?
Vox Machina would be
Vox
good, I think.
Machina, Castlevania. I think Castlevania illustrates that a cartoon series doesn't necessarily have to be rainbows and ponies and Disney and everything for kids just because it's a cartoon. Because Castlevania is, that's pretty gory. So, and
Or
it's
you
not
can go
for
with
kids.
something you haven't watched yet, I think.
Invincible.
I meant, yeah.
Yeah.
On Prime.
I guess that would be a good candidate too. It's on my list for certain, and
Yeah.
we'll
And if
eventually
both
watch
of you
that.
want to watch something either of you haven't watched, go for that one.
yeah.
Yeah.
Or if you
Maybe we
want
should,
a
yeah.
lighter, quite good anime, try Dr. Stone.
Yes. I recall starting out with that, but I haven't quite finished it, and it's kind of stalled out for me.
Too bad.
Yeah. I don't know. There's no reason in particular. Just too many things to watch, and it wasn't as prioritized.
Okay. Yeah, because the third season just started. That's why I'm mentioning it. And
Well,
I
mind
particularly
you-
really liked the first season because of the mystery of why everyone turned to stone, and the fact that the main guy really knows science and he actually implements science that we use today in a Stone Age setting to get the society up and running and
Yeah,
thriving
that's
again.
really entertaining to watch. It's really satisfying to watch because, like, wow, this isn't just some how can I say it? Just some
It's not
fantasy.
sci-fi,
It's not
fantasy
sci-
stuff. It's like just people in the Stone Age and some guy who knows a lot of science, and he just use all his knowledge to get them ahead a bit.
Yeah, science, bitch.
Science,
Yep.
bitch.
Yeah.
I think a really funny is my husband is Yakuza or something. Retired Yakuza. Remember? I don't remember.
I saw the trailer for that one on Netflix.
Yeah, it's really funny.
Hmm.
I haven't caught up on Netflix animes, but there's a lot of them,
Hmm.
and there's a couple that have caught my eye that I think I will watch at some point.
Yeah, we started watching not the Blade Runner, but the Cyberpunk anime.
Oh,
We
that's
just-
really good.
Yeah. It's
But it's really anime, though.
colorful. Yeah, really anime.
Really
colorful.
animated.
No, really anime, not
Yeah,
animated.
real anime. Yeah.
It's in its whole vibe.
Mm.
It's yeah.
Yeah. But it's really good though.
Mm.
Prepare to watch Nipples and Vagina.
Mm.
I should actually
I'm all
watch
for
that
nipples
as well.
and-
It's
and
on my
cock.
list, but haven't gotten that far.
Mm.
Well, Demon Slayer is the
Yeah, and
old-fashioned
Demon
one.
Slayer season 3 is on the road, ongoing now.
Yeah,
that's always a-
2 episodes in, I think.
Okay,
Yes,
okay.
just what?
A double
Need
to get-
episode and episode 2.
Need to get my ass on that as well.
Well, what now?
Need to get my ass on that as well.
Oh.
Was that a weird way of saying it?
Yes.
Maybe. Yeah. Sorry then. You know what I meant. I need to stop.
I know what you
watching
meant,
that
but-
as well.
Because I thought you said you need to get your eyes on that, but I heard ass, so I was like, what's
yeah,
he saying now?
I actually did say ass. Sorry.
Well, Thomas, you need to watch The Eminence of Shadow.
The what now?
It's The Eminence of Shadow.
Okay.
It's an isekai about a guy. He's really overpowered in real life, right?
Mm-hmm.
But he figured he needs more power, more absolute power.
Where do I watch this?
Because on the bay. You need to be a pirate and free.
Ah.
So he's just he's killing burglars, right?
Mm-hmm.
To gain his ultimate power. But he figures, what if a atomic bomb drops on his head? Then he's powerless. He needs magic. So he hits his head and scream magic or something. And jumps in front of a
I'll
car.
check it out. Send me the name so I won't forget.
I can send you a link for the download.
Yeah,
But
I
anyhow-
won't use the bay for it.
Yeah, it's my bay. It's the good old cat's bay.
Yeah. Then it's okay. Send me the link, and I'll check it out after I've wiped my computer and installed it again.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're
But,
having some computer troubles over there.
Anyhow,
Hmm?
are you talking about mass shooting?
Mass shootings. Yeah, what a lovely topic. I don't know if this evolves into a grand topic or if you have any strong opinions about
no.
this. It's I just think it's noteworthy. Up until now, up until today, this year, 2023, the number of days that has passed this year, as of this recording at least, is 107 days have passed. Up until now, in America, the amount of mass shootings is numbered 160.
This year.
This year, 160 mass shootings.
Just in comparison, how
100
many in Norway, where we live?
None as I know of. Do I
Yep.
forget one?
No, there's none.
No, there has been no mass shootings in Norway.
Because
this year.
weapon laws.
Because gun laws, strict gun laws, in contrast to a lot of states, most of America, I guess, most of the United States, According to BBC News, because I had to correct my note, I read on Reddit that the amount of mass shootings thus far this year was 149, but just an article updated 15 hours ago, so that would be the 16th of April 2023. This BBC News article says there has been 160 mass shootings in the US so far this year, up until the 16th of April. And that's fucking disturbing. There's more mass shootings than there has been days this year. It's like, hello, you guys have a problem. Yeah,
that's basically over 4 months with the shootings in the span of less than 4 months.
Yeah.
Yeah, but are you saying it's the guns or the people who are the problem?
The problem is the people, but the guns
gun
aren't helping when
availability
you can get guns at every corner.
You can go to a Walmart and buy a Glock 17 and just have fun.
Because I heard this argument from a weapons lobbyist, right? That if you really want to kill someone, then you're really going to do it, right? Because you got mass overruns when you get your van. When you get your van and just drive over people.
Mass overruns when you just commit mass murder using a vehicle. You mean something like okay? Now I'm following.
Yeah. I'm not mass hit and run. I don't know.
Yeah, what's the terminology? It's using a vehicle to kill a lot of people. Yes.
Yeah, and that's really popular in France and anywhere else, but we don't speak of it because it's not guns. So I don't know, but I agree. You would get less mass shooting if you get less guns, right?
Yeah,
but would
you solve the
homicides?
problem of mass homicide? Probably not, but I don't think it would. I think it would help in at least not having guns readily available.
Maybe we could shave the number down to half if weapons wasn't available as easily.
Yeah, using a vehicle, you could kill a lot of people, but you couldn't enter a building and selectively or randomly kill everyone in sight, going into rooms, classrooms in many cases, in cases of school shootings, It's just...
Yeah.
I imagine you could get less people using a vehicle than with guns. I don't know. It's horrible, both of them, really. But
I would imagining getting a car on a parade, right? That would be more effective than getting a gun.
You think so?
I think so. Because imagine you get a line, just drive down it in 120 miles per hour, and you won't stop. If you get a gun, you shoot the first people, and everyone starts running.
I don't know about this. I've never thought about this. So
don't give the Americans any more ideas, Junior.
Yeah, it's yeah.
Just my 2 hot takes.
Your 2 hot takes. Your villainous ideas.
I thought you were going when you started talking about this that it was 160 days since the last mass shooting.
No such good news. Nope.
Yeah, but I agree that there's something wrong with society. But it's really downtimes now, I would guess.
Well, it's just if you just in this, I will link. I have made an effort to at least link this article in particular from BBC News about how many US mass shootings have there been in 2023. That's the name of this article from BBC News. And I will link it in the description below. They've listed a lot of different statistics, from comparing like mass shootings in the US versus the UK, Canada, and Australia, for example. How many guns are owned per 100 residents. The US ratio of 120.5 firearms per 100 residents is up from 88 firearms per 100 in 2011. So it's a pretty steep incline of amounts of guns availability per person. It's just
but I don't think taking the guns away from them will solve anything, right?
No, because it's at one point in time, who knows what year it was, they decided to make a choice. Do we make guns available for the people or not? They decided to go one path or the other. They decided one path, gun availability. And once you've gone down that road, it's hard to shift to the other path, because if you decided to try to take away guns now, you would, the most lawful, obedient citizens would maybe turn in their guns, but the organized crime, the mafia, I don't know if the mafia is a big thing in America. I would assume there is. The organized crime, criminals and such would still keep their guns, and you would end up with the lawful, obedient citizens not having guns, and the criminals and all of the above still having guns.
I'm imagining the riots, right?
Yeah,
and what's the best way of rioting?
It's hard.
Get your guns out.
So my general mentality regarding this is like, they chose to go down one path, and now it's very hard to shift to the other path, and there's no real good solution to this. I don't think any downsides.
No, but let's say better gun control. But the mass shooting are done by people with no criminal record, right?
Criminal records. Yeah, and they probably use other people's guns as well many times.
Yeah,
when a student goes and kills his teacher and fellow students, he usually uses the parent's gun or something.
Yeah, so it's really...
Yeah, the ones that are most readily available, usually, and it's usually the father or mother's gun stowed away in their gun safe that they learned the code of. Or
gun safe? Are you mental? They don't use that.
Takes
too long to open when a burglar comes to your home.
Yeah. I was being optimistic.
Very much so.
Yeah, maybe so. But it's gun availability. It's... there's a whole lot of problems, and there's no real good solution. And I have no good solution to put on the table, like, here's how to do this, guys. But it's acknowledging the problem and just enlightening you guys, at least, of this statistic. It's mind-boggling.
I would think, but isn't a solution not to keep, not to allow real ammunition?
Not to allow real
You can have
ammunition.
guns, but you can't have ammunition.
Yeah, but real, like like the army uses, right? The
army
you
want to sell them blanks?
Yeah, kinda, but blanks that are firing a projectile, right? They are using it in the army, right?
Wait, blanks that are firing projectiles are not blanks.
BB guns is what he's talking about.
Yeah, kinda, but not really.
You should have that shotgun that shoots beanbags.
Less lethal, it's called. I use them in this game, Ready or Not, where you play the SWAT team infiltrating. You can choose to use less lethal weapons,
Less
shotgun
lethal.
shooting. Less lethal. You can use shotguns with less lethal ammunition, beanbags, which are meant to just hurt and not do lethal damage. And you know,
hurt like
pepper spray.
hell, I've heard.
Yeah. If you watch the older Jackass movies, they have this riot control BB gun fixture there where Bam Margera and John Knoxville and one of the others stands in front of them. And it's less lethal. Sure, it's not meant to kill people, but it just shoots these steel balls. It explodes, and it's just basically an explosion that spreads around steel pellets that hurt like hell.
No. It's fat rubber balls, I think.
Oh, okay. Okay, yeah.
Which bruises them up quite badly.
Yeah, they're literally like on the ground, writhing in pain. Yeah. Do you mean any of those, Junior? What's
Yeah,
No.
imagine a mass shooting with those. Wouldn't send the same message. Now would it?
you would have less casualties.
Yeah, you would. But what would be the point of the mass shooting if you're just hurting everyone?
From the shooters, from
the shooter's perspective, yeah, because they're usually the ones that do the mass shootings.
Yeah, usually the shooters do the mass shooting.
Yep.
In most cases, actually.
Yeah, but I guess it's blanks. That's when skiers are firing. I don't think they are using a real rifle, right?
Mm-hmm.
Ski competition.
Oh, they use this they shoot like these mini lead projectiles that are just from like target. I don't know if it's any caliber. It's like really tiny rounds that are just meant for target practice.
Or we can do it really simple. Gun rangers are allowed to have ammunition, not anyone else.
Yeah, but then you have the it's in the it's called the American Constitution
Amendment.
Amendment.
Yeah.
Yeah, the citizen
maybe
is supposed to be allowed to defend themselves
from the government. But
From the government.
maybe yeah, but maybe it's time to change that.
Yeah, because in this day and age, if the government chose to fight its citizens, if the American military chose to lead war or attack or defend itself against American citizens, it would basically be it would be a massacre. You can't fight tanks and drones and aircraft with an assault rifle.
It would be a
Google.
civil war again.
Google Waco.
What you say?
Waco.
Waco. Google Waco. What's that?
Yeah. It was a cult in the 90s who armed themselves to fight the government. It was they were really Christian, but I don't know what kind of Christian, but it was a cult with over 100 people staying in this big ass farm.
Okay.
And they said they would die in a fire and such fighting the government, which they did.
Okay. How did that fight turn out? During it was in the 90s, and 100 people locked up in a barn?
In a big ass house.
Okay.
A farmhouse.
Indulge us. How did this fight turn out for them?
I know how that turned out.
Okay.
One side won and the other lost.
Well, of course the government
Elaborate,
won.
Junior.
the government won, but at what cost? Because it was a real community inside this house, right? Where they had children, old people, young people, mother, father, right? They started an assault, right? With riot gear and guns and all. They lost 4 or 5 officers.
You mean the government?
Yeah, they lost,
Okay.
killed. and then they had to put up perimeters, and it was all out warfare, and it didn't. They started negotiating, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because the whole reason why the government came was because they had guns, a lot of guns, and full automatic weapon.
Mm.
So they came with extensional force, right?
Yeah.
Excessive force.
Okay, yeah.
And what do you think is going to happen?
Well, when you apply excessive force, you get excessive overkill.
Yeah, so they had a 50 cal sniper rifle,
Mm-hmm.
the Colt.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they were picking off people.
All right.
Not good.
What
yeah.
was the point of this cult? What were they standing for? What was their mission? in life?
Christ, spreading the
Mm.
good old word.
And
We
the government was
already have
against.
many offshoots of Christianity.
Yeah, but he had the leader had sex with minors and such. It's not good. It was
We have
Ah,
supposed.
it's
other outshoots of Christianity which does that.
Yeah.
Yep. There's a
Not
lot
good.
of that going around in our religious cults here and there. Not our,
But-
but
You know. But anyhow, it started with encircling, right, and negotiating. So they got at least 20 people out
okay.
before before they got their Abrahams.
Oh, literal tanks.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. How the government
And-
would respond to a real threat, or
Yeah,
just
yeah,
use
but-
the
yeah, but-
military.
Yeah, but it's really a shame it had to go to the Abrahams because there was the one negotiator who got like 2 or 3 peoples out every day, and it wasn't enough for the government. So at day 20 or something, he was fired, or not fired, but sent away.
Mm.
He had to do some other job, and then shit just go
Mm.
go down.
Mm. Okay. So
They tear gas the whole
the-
place and
So
use the Abrahams to drive through the building.
Aha. So they pretty much just got about 20 people out of around 100. So they pretty
Yeah.
much just massacred 70 or 80 people in
Yes.
this big old house fortification. Okay.
Yeah, but yeah. For some reason a fire broke out and the house became an inferno.
Well,
They
lovely
didn't
stuff, yeah.
shoot. They didn't shoot anything. They used the tanks to open some holes. Just it's a good Netflix show, but
A Netflix show.
dark. Yeah,
Oh, it's
documentary.
called Waco. W-A-K-O.
Waco. Yeah, the American apocalypse.
Speaking of religions, though, you know how to get a nun pregnant?
No.
Have the altar boy fart in her pussy.
What?
The priest and the altar boy to the nun.
Okay. Innocent.
So, how do you have anything to follow up with that?
No, but
No.
But you do. You have that rape versus metal.
What?
Rape.
Rap versus metal.
Oh.
But it's rape to your ears.
Yeah.
That's why.
Yeah, okay, because we all listen to metal, right?
I
Yeah.
do.
And I've occasionally listened to some rap. Just it comes up, right? And I cannot understand what they are saying.
Well,
Is
it's
it
kind of
wrong
hard
of
to
me?
understand what
Probably
some-
not important what you're saying.
The rap song.
Yeah. It wouldn't be any better
Yeah.
if you understood it.
I think that's the whole thing about rap, isn't it?
Alright.
Isn't it?
Yeah, I think you're supposed to hear the text. It's way more important in a rap versus a
Yeah.
metal in general. I
Yeah,
think.
but my main point is that I can understand the growling, right? But I can't understand what the fuck he's saying in a rap song.
It's because they're talking so damn fast, some of them.
some of them, yeah.
Yeah. Is it bad?
It's like you listen to a rap song, it's like, whoa, 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 slow down, boy, slow down.
I think if you're really into, I think for most songs, you'll have to look up the text rather than try to listen to the song several times. I think that's the best way to really understand the text, to get it, to listen through it as you read it at the same time. It's like, that's what he's saying.
No one can read that fucking fast if you're supposed to read it at the pace they say it.
Yeah, but not everyone is fast, like Snoop Dogg.
No, but then again, not every rapper is high all the time either. So. Like Eminem is really fast in many of his songs.
Yeah, but we can all agree that Eminem is quite good, right?
He's good at what he's doing, but it doesn't make the genre any better.
It's not my cup of tea, rap in general. It never has been. It doesn't bother me, but it's not my preferred genre to listen to. So, what about it? What about Eminem?
No.
No. I'm sorry, I can't.
My daughter listens to Eminem. She says he's good.
Okay.
I disagree.
Yeah, our old school. Yeah, but he's a legend for a reason, right? So.
Yeah, sure.
Well, in this house, it's my way or the wrong way. So.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, your girl has to enjoy women.
Yeah.
And anime titties. Have you introduced her to some big old anime titties?
I tried to introduce her to some anime at the very least, but it didn't.
Anime titties. High School DxD. Let's go. Or Prison School.
Yeah, Prison School. Yeah, that's the one. No, she set out on Death Note. She did.
Okay. Yeah. That's A-okay in my book. It's
that's a good starter anime. Just to refer back to the beginning of the podcast.
Yeah, it was one of my first ones. It's not the first one I watched, but
it was one of my first manga books. Couldn't really watch the anime after reading the books, but
it goes for a lot of animes, I think. A lot
there
of people
are
who
shows
read
or
mangas.
animes and mangas. I do both, but that wasn't one of them.
Start reading Berserk.
I have so much I'm already reading, and every time they get a new book, the fucking boss over at the comic book shop sends me a text message. We got the next book.
And you're looking at your wallet and like,
yeah, and when she
God
texts
damn
me,
it.
I kind of can't say no. So I go and buy it.
and your wallet goes, please. I'm tired,
but when
boss.
she goes through the stuff and actually remembers what I read, then that's good.
Yeah, do you think she's texting you because she knows she will get a sale, right?
Perhaps.
Well, obviously, yeah.
A friend of mine was like reading 20 different mangas, and she remembered each and every one, and she texted him every time they got a new book. And I'm like, how the fuck does she keep track? I think I read about 8 different books. And she remembers all of them as well, so.
Okay. That's impressive.
Yeah, it is.
Do you know what the trick is?
I think she's making a list.
Yeah, but
most likely.
What's the trick of reading manga?
Is there a trick to read manga?
Yeah,
I just
read the thing.
I purchase the book, I go to bed, and I open the book, and I read, and I put the book away, and I fall asleep.
Number 1, know how to read.
That's a good trick.
No,
And
I was about to say.
find a time of day you prefer to read. Like when I go to bed, I like to read on the bedside.
Are you done?
All right.
Yeah.
The trick is to find something that's done, so it doesn't get any new additions.
A story that has a complete finite start and finish.
Yeah,
It's a
doesn't mean they
complete
have all the
story.
books in when you start buying them. Either way, and then she would just text me when they got the next book that were sold out. Now we got book 7 in. You can just go and pick it up at your leisure.
But,
Well, we are done, I guess.
Oh yeah,
No,
the hour's
we're not.
gone.
We have our last. The hours is up. Yes, we are done. We're fucking done.
And with that, I will thank you, our listeners, for listening to this shit. And please remember to subscribe, like, favorite, donate cash money in all is in the link below.
Yeah.
Do I need to say anything more?
Yeah.
No, no.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Adios.
Goodbye.